Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Thursday night / Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. Bitcoin did not hold up during the week. It took a big dip below 70,000. It has recovered a little bit today, but we lost that trend. We had 8 straight green days of moving on up, which was exciting for those of us who were holding a bit. But those of us who are day trading looking for this action, it was kind of annoying. But that range action has returned, so I'm sitting pretty now. Anyway, shout out to my sponsors, Carbon. You see my uh, background, and then I've got the Blowfin link in the chat. Both are available in the pinned comment if you for watching this on the recording. But let's get over to the charts. I'll share my screen and we will look at Bitcoin. And we're here on the day chart. And you can see we had those green candles and 3 red ones. Trying to turn green today. We're at 70,400. And we lost the EMAs, so it dipped below the 50 and the 20. Not good. I did not put up Ethereum today. It was Paul's fault. We were talking about immigration stuff. But no, just kidding. Paul, good to have you with us. And let's bring up the Ethereum chart. It's broken back above 2000. It dipped below briefly. Actually, no, it didn't. I thought it did. No, so 2000 seems to be the new support. And so we're above the 20 EMA, but not the 50. So Ethereum's hanging in there. And then I had some good news from Timothy Peterson, somebody I follow on X/Twitter. A year ago, the S&P 500 was this exact same position. 2-week panic crash followed by 40% gains, and then Bitcoin dumped and then rallied 65% to a new all-time high. So that's when we had the tariffs going on and more bad macroeconomic news. We got some of that now with the Fed and interest rates and the war and lots of bad stuff going on. But if Bitcoin can hold, it can. I'd really like to see it hold and become a haven during difficult economic times. Digital gold that we were promised a year or two ago. Can't really say we have that for sure, but both Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing better and have recovered. So, any comments, questions, additional insights before we look for some trades? All right, so over to crypto bubbles and mostly a red day, sorted by the day column, and this kite came up. So it's on a few exchanges, including Coinbase. So my American friends can find it and trade it as a spot trade if they so wish. Each time it's dipped below 20, it's made a really good recovery, at least recently. It dipped below 20 back on Wednesday, then had this move, 10%. That's a great day trade. And happened again right about here and 15%. So if this dips below 20, this could be a good long. So instead of doing my entering a channel, I'm going to go crossing up on the 20 for my alert. And alert name, crypto bubbles, apply, sound. Yeah, I'll keep that. And then I've got the line down here at the 20. So if it breaks down below, comes back up, I'll get that alert. A quick review of my day trading layout, 15-minute chart, supply and demand visible range by Algo for support and resistance, red zone, the green zone, an RTI used for entries and alerts. You just saw the one I set, so that's the alert for Kite. Let's go back to crypto bubbles, see if there's anything else we want to follow. Quant, I've traded before. Matic. And then the increases go down quite a bit. There's only a few. Bit sensor, what's that? It's Tau, isn't it? Yeah, let's look at that one. Also on Coinbase. And see if it's on Blowfin. Yes. All right, so this alert, I'm going to set both directions. So right click on the RTI, add an alert. Instead of crossover, I'm going to choose entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Message, crypto bubbles. And we got the same sound. So click apply, create. And I've got my rectangle here. And there's the alert. So the first alert I'll get was if it dips below the 80, and then that could be a short opportunity. It's sitting at resistance now on 15-minute chart. So that's most likely what I would trade. And then if it broke all the way down to the 20 and came back up like here, that could be a long position. Okay. So let's break away from crypto bubbles and we'll go to CoinGecko. And we'll sort this by the 24-hour column. That's not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. Maybe we'll look at Quant and Bitcoin Cash. See, Quant, is that on my list? I thought it was. No. It's not right. Okay, yeah, it's on Blowfin. And broke above the 50 on the RTI, but pretty close to resistance. 1.75. I think I'll set that alert. Entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. CoinGecko. Yeah, there we are. All right. So for a quick little scalp, you could get in now. Not financial advice, but we got a little room to the red zone by 1.75%. That's a little shaving a little close for me. I'm looking for 1.5%. It's hit that resistance twice at 77, right around 77.50, 77.40, and dipped. So we're a little too close to that. I think I'll pass, but I'll set the alert, and next time it makes a big dip or a pump, I'll be ready. All right, so that's quant, and then what's the other one I was going to look at? Bitcoin Cash. Yeah. This one is well above the 80 on the RTI. Got a red candle printing now. From here to the red zones, a little over 1%. And a little kind of tight between the green and the red zone. Yeah, less than 4%. Yeah, let's set it anyway. Right click on the RTI. And we'll go both directions. There we go. So when this dips below the 80, I'll be ready. Mostly setting up shorts. Maybe we'll look at one more, look for a sort of the opposite way. Zcash has been just gyrating. Yeah, let's look at that one. So Zcash is just below the 20 here. So let's set that alert. All right, so this one's going to be ready most likely on a long when it breaks above the 20. We had a fake out here. There's another fake out here. So it's been a while since we've had a dip below 20 in recovery for Zcash. Yeah, I'm not gonna look for it forever, but it's been over a week. So I'll have to check what the market's doing overall and especially Bitcoin to see if it drags it up. Bitcoin continues its recovery. Yeah, that one could be, I may pass on that. We'll see. All right, so that's CoinGecko. And finally, we'll head over to CoinMarketCap and community sentiment. What do those people think? Okay, on the bullish side, Caspa, Pi, Tau, Ethereum, Bitcoin even. H bar, I like. On this side, Trump. Could short Trump, could short ICP, ADA. So there's a few here I like. I traded Caspa. Actually, I put an alert on it. I didn't do an actual trade, but on Blowfin. H bar. Let's look at that one. That's been reliable lately. You know what? I just realized I forgot to look at any swing trades. I'm so focused on day trading because the market's been good for it. I haven't been doing any swing trading. All right, we'll look at that next for H bar, if I remember. So, yeah, broke above the 20 a little while ago, but didn't really do much. Went sideways, dipped down a little bit. So, yeah, we've had fake outs here on H bar on the long side. Hmm. So I don't know if this would be a good alert. I think I'm going to pass on this. What else? Pepe? Can we trade this both directions? There's Bluefin. Okay. Broke above the 50, then dipped back down. We'll go ahead and do an alert. And I said I was going to do an H bar swing trade. So let's go. Let's go back to that. Okay, 1 hour chart. This one's close. We don't have a buy signal yet from a quick review of my swing trade layout. 1 hour chart. Same indicators for support and resistance. SuperTrend for entries and alerts. Trendilo LSMA for confirmation. The LSMA just turned green, but we don't have confirmation from TradingView yet. If we did, it'd probably come around here. And then 5.5% in 2 days would be an okay swing trade. Usually looking for 10% or more on my swings. This one you might want to set an alert on the 4 hour chart. And maybe 10% to the red zone. So right click on the super trend. You can leave it on direction change if you want to trade both directions. If you want the next buy signal long, select buy and message. I usually choose a different sound for my swing trades. Handbell, I like, but I'm not going to take that one. I'm still stuck in some swing trades. Okay, that's H bar on the swing. And then let's look at Pepe on the swing. Um, look at Coinbase. All negative on the indicators, but we look good on support and resistance. A couple of green candles here. I think we get a buy signal probably right around here. And 15% in 3 days. That's a really good swing trade. So you might want to set an alert on this 4 hour chart on Pepe and see if it turns around. All right. So let's go to, let's look at the bearish ones. ICP. Okay. Well, it had a couple of fake outs on the long side, but eventually recovered. Setting more alerts than usual today. All right, so this will be something I look to short if it breaks above the 80, dips back down, which it almost did here, which is 78 on the RTI. So yeah, that's day trade setup. So look at the swing, and it's in good shape technically, at least for a long. We don't have the SuperTrend yet, but candle action looks pretty good. Trendilo just turned. You know, 6 to 8%, a couple days, not bad, but don't like it. Let's see. Robin reminded me of swing trades about 15 minutes ago. All right. Yeah, thanks, Robin. Sorry, I missed a few. Are there any you want to look at? Go ahead and put those in the chat, and we'll look at those because otherwise I'm gonna wrap up pretty soon. So let's look at one more on coin market cap. AVAX. Okay. This one looks pretty good on the long side. So if you're spot trading, yeah, just wait for the next signal to turn to buy. Probably happen right about here. And then to the red zone, 8%, 2 days. It's pretty good. Day trade. RTI, it's right in the middle, so set an alert on this one. May have to turn some of mine off. Got more than I usually follow. Apply and create. How many do I have today? Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 alerts. All right. That's AVAX, and remember to do a swing today, CJ. Well, we just looked at that. So, and then I thought I saw something from Robin, chat, pump. All right. Okay, bluefin chart. Yeah, this one's due for recovery as well. If we get the signal, say right about here, 13% in 2 to 3 days, that would be a great swing trade. So yeah, that one the setup looks pretty good. It's not quite ready, so set that alert on the day trade layout. Okay, broke above 20 and then dip back down, so it might dip again and come back. Let's set another alert. All right, entering a channel. 80-20. Message, coin market cap, apply and create. My 9th alert today. Yeah, got a few. All right, well, that's about all I've got since I skipped a few swing trades. Um, and if there's nothing else, we'll wrap it up here. We're right at about 25, 30 minutes, so that's where I like to keep my Zoom calls. Yeah, the market's looking pretty good for day trading, and some of those swing trades we looked at too, the setups are good, assuming they do what the technicals say they're supposed to do. Otherwise, you may have to wait a little bit, especially on the long side. All right, well, check out the opportunities in the pinned comment, especially with sponsors Carbon and Blowfin. They help fund the channel, and I'd rather see you live, but I appreciate those of you who watch on the recording. And thanks for my live participants. And we'll see you guys probably Monday night / Tuesday morning next week. Have a good trading weekend. Bye.
Bye.